What's happening, family? This is Fernie from Music in the Cut, reporting from the Salt Mine Studio Oasis. 5 different rooms fully decked out with the vibes, the gear, but the history of making historical records. Your record is waiting for you here. When are you ready to stop by? Right now, this is another special episode. Very important guest. I'm here with Deli Every Day. What's happening, family?
What's up, bro?
Awesome.
How you doing?
Doing great. How was your day so far? Coming into the studio, dropping in a freestyle.
It was cool, man. I actually preferred it to be like that. Like, you guys are already ready and set up, and we came in and we got money real quick, and it was good.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I can notice a hustler when I see one, especially coming from your history of doing a 365-day challenge, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, for the people that don't know, Deli was doing a new song every single day. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. What was that like, waking up ready to do another record?
It was harder than you can imagine. But, you know, it was good. It was one of the toughest things I ever had to do, but it really shaped me. It really got me disciplined, and it really, like, got my pen really nice. So I don't regret it at all.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
The fact that you got to put yourself to the challenge day in and day out, regardless of what got in the way. Now, artist to artist, lyricist to lyricist, sometimes we have those beat blocks, right?
Absolutely.
So how did you manage to not only continue your challenge, but still overcome those hurdles of creative blocks?
So the biggest thing was I didn't have a choice. So, like, I learned how to write through those writer's blocks. So I no longer get writer's block anymore from that. So whether it be just going to see something different or doing something that you like to do that takes your mind off of music, and then you can go back to it. It's just, you got to find out what works for you. But for me, it was just saying I have to drop a song every day, and that was enough motivation to be like, well, you got to write something, you know. So, and then I got good at it, so I can write really good out of writer's block.
Practice makes better, right?
Absolutely.
That's what's up, man. Now, I know that you mentioned doing things other than work, right? Because though you and I love the music scene, at the end of the day, when it comes to having deadlines, it's work at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're okay to drop some gems for the other independent artists trying to follow in your footsteps, what are some of your own personal hobbies that stray you away from rap or music to help you with the creative process going back into the booth?
Definitely, I coach high school basketball, so I'm a varsity coach, and we spend a lot of time with those dudes, and just player development, things like that, just being involved in their lives and seeing, like, what they have and what they don't have. It just inspires me when I do come back to the music. Like, this is bigger than you, bro. So when I'm writing and when I'm approaching a song, it's not just for me. It's like, this is going to affect a different demographic, a different type of people. So that's one of the main things that I do, man. That takes up a lot of my time.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it can't just all be for ourselves,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
It actually makes me want to touch back on your freestyle.
Yeah.
You mentioned, to some degree, talking about teaching the kids how to eat. That's generational health, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So touch on that a little bit, as far as, obviously, you're helping these kids on the basketball scene.
Right.
But let's actually touch on what you're actually speaking to the actual youth.
Right, absolutely.
What is this generational health that you were talking about?
Yeah, that was more so for my family too, but it can apply to the kids also. But just changing the generational curses that we have, like, as far as money and how we invested and how we, you know, move that around. Same with eating. You know, my people, we eat really badly, and we need to change that. And it needs to be a generational thing so we can live longer and live better and more fulfilling lives and things like that. But sometimes we don't have the resources or the answers, so I want to be that vessel to show and display that, and this is how we're going to do it. And I feel like if I do it the right way, I can have enough people who will follow along, and we can start some change in a positive way.
Heck yeah. I mean, speaking about vessels, some vessels are going to lead us to hit more people, but we all start somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
So as far as you pushing this idea to any demographic, whether it be the youth or the same age group or our predecessors, the people that are wiser than us, older than us, where did it all start? You wanted to push this message and ultimately be influential?
Just definitely time, man, and developing and getting a little older and just realizing what's important and what's not important. So when I was younger, being an artist, my values and different things, they're a lot different than they are now. But, you know, being a teacher and being a basketball coach, I see the influence that the music has directly on the youth and things like that. So with that responsibility, I'm like, okay, cool. You got to change up something, because a lot of artists say, I'm not a role model, but it's like your words are affecting these children, bro, and the children of the future. So I made it a message and a value to myself, like, hey, you got to say something different. You got to show these guys a different way, because there's so many people who aren't. I'll just be that one dude or a couple dudes who do it. So that's where it came from, really.
Heck yeah, man. It's almost like you're taking the fundamentals of hip hop, being that you were wanting to relay this message that we either see or want to influence. Right. So that's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Now, as far as how you've been pushing this message or pushing your music, we understand that now with the internet, we can push it through social media, but I know that you recently performed at one of the Suns games. Right. How was it pushing your message in that kind of scene?
That was a dream come true. Shout out to my dude Jerron Eichner. He put in a good word for me, and they just looked at my background. They looked at, you know, what I was doing for the community and different things like that, and they offered me the opportunity. And they mentioned it, like, when they brought me out, like, he released a new song every day for a whole year. He had a song on NBA 2K and, like, all these things. And for me, it was mind-blowing, like, to just hear it. Because, like, I move so fast, I never really stop and relish in the opportunity or the moment. So to hear that and see all those people, I was hyped, bro. Like, I was hyped. And I met a lot of fans that night. I met one artist from Saudi Arabia. Shout out Ryan. He was 13 at the time. Now he's like 15. Flew him out. He did a song with me. Like, it's just crazy, man. So it just showed the influence in that I was doing the right thing. So to push that message to that type of crowd was a dream come true.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah. And then shouts out to, who was that again?
My dude Ryan, man. Shout out Ryan.
The man Ryan. Now, as far as reaching those goals, a dream come true to be able to perform in a basketball arena, what's next for Deli this year? What's the goal? What's the next checkpoint that you're aiming for to later overcome?
Definitely just getting out more music. I know that sounds funny because I
mean, you're already doing it every day. What's the next move? Every hour?
Yeah. Nah, those songs are still on SoundCloud, but for me personally, like I said, I just like to keep moving forward, and I've learned a lot since, you know, the 365 challenge, and I have more to say, and I have more insight, and I've read more books, and I've had more experiences and things like that. So it's just about getting out this content because a lot of people are waiting for it, and I think the world needs it. So I'm just trying to find my fans, man, and I'm gonna really cater to them and really be the best artist for them and for myself.
Well, I mean, generational health. My man's Deli is giving you guys music every day. He already did it.
Yeah.
He's already wanting to push more music. If there's, where can we find this music that you've been uploading every day?
Yeah, the 365 challenge is on SoundCloud. All of my streams are Deli every day, or all of my tags are Deli every day. So you can find that. But all the new music that's coming is going to be on all the platforms, Instagram, everything.
Awesome. So you guys know where to find Deli. This has been Music in the Cut. Is there any last plug that you want to give to the fans now that we're about to wrap up this interview?
Yeah, I just appreciate y'all being patient, you know, with me. I've been through a lot, so that's why y'all haven't seen a lot of me like you're used to, but I appreciate the patience, and the best is yet to come. And if you haven't heard about me, you just heard about me, tell one more person about me. That's all.
Deli, been a pleasure.
Thank you, man.
See you guys on the next episode of Music in the Cut. It's a wrap.
My heart on my sleeve and I go for the goal. Ay, we rap for the town when we out on the road. Ay, we gon'